Hi there, it's Susan Milner with Florida Future Realty, and someone asked me to make a video about industry disruptors. And what they're referring to are some of these large companies that have basically created websites for consumers that are looking to buy or sell a home, go to directly versus going to, how they would normally go to, their own real estate agent or referral from a friend or family kind of thing to start their real estate process, and what my thoughts are, from an industry perspective on those business models. First of all, I'm all about innovation, and I do think that the industry is shifting slightly, and consumers are looking for quicker information, quicker turnaround times. They don't necessarily want to just go to their agent for information. Now, that's not all people, that's just kind of in general. So, depending upon what your expertise is as a real estate agent or broker, you might get that phone call first. However, let's say I have a super savvy investor who knows what they're looking for. They may not feel the need to call a real estate agent to ask them questions. They may just go directly to one of those websites to start searching for the home. And then when they see something they want to look at in person, then they may then reach out to an agent to say, hey, can you go ahead and show this to me? Now, there's a lot of different options out there as far as getting in the door. There are apps and things where you can put in, I want to see this house, and it'll, I don't know, never signed up for it, so I'm just, what my gist is of what it is. Agents, kind of like Uber, get notifications if they're available to go show that property. So now you're getting like a pop-up agent that can run over and open a door for you and show you that property. Now, a couple of caveats to that. Does that person know anything about that property? Does that person know about investments? Are they going to know anything that's going to help you with your decision making? Maybe, maybe not. You might luck out and have someone that would just happen to be around the corner that pops by. They give you all the information, they can answer your questions, but my idea would be that more likely than not, they're not going to know about that property, and more than likely are not going to have any great expertise or knowledge to, convey to you about the property. So in those cases, you kind of get what you pay for, if you want to say that. Not to say that you can't get someone awesome, but the likelihood of that person being available in that moment in time is probably more on the slim side of that. A couple of the other industry disruptors that were in the marketplace are now out of the marketplace, so I don't really know what's going on with some of them. I don't want to name drop because I don't have all that information, but I do know that there were a couple that were coming into the market and are now not, or came and already left. It just didn't work for them. In our area, I'm in Southwest Florida, so my team covers Cape Coral, Fort Myers, Bonita, Naples, Port Charlotte, all this kind of area, and the outer islands and things as well. And a lot of our people are coming from somewhere else, and the purchasing protocol in how things work can be quite different from what they're used to up north. So a lot of times they are more interested in having someone walk them through the process from start to finish. A lot of times we hear from people 6 months up to 2-3 years before they're actually going to purchase a home. So they're doing their research. Now, not to say that they're not doing their research on other sites as well. I just closed on a property for an investor couple who had been doing a lot of the legwork on their own. And actually, the property that they ended up buying was listed from a brokerage that is like 3 hours away from here, and I was able to reach out to him and get information and access and everything to show the property. Now, if someone was only looking in our MLS, they might have missed that. They were scouring everything. I mean, to the point where they're finding stuff that's been off the market for years, not going to be on the market anytime soon. But they were very good at their investigating, and they found these. And then, of course, I have a background with foreclosures and REOs and corporate owned properties and stuff, so I was able to do further research and get the right information to them. But they were finding a lot of them on their own, which is totally fine. We were working in conjunction with those big websites that they're finding things on, and then also having my local expertise to pinpoint things. There were a couple they found that I was able to say, oh, watch out because this or that. I was able to give more information. But the one that they actually did close on ended up working out for them. But I work with people all the time who, are working on those other sites as well. But you just have to know that if you do put your information on those sites, you're probably going to get bombarded by real estate agents calling you that are paying for what you would be now called their lead. And some of the agents have really great follow up, some not so great, but some of them have great follow up. So you might be getting phone calls and texts and emails, for months, asking you, if you're ready to buy or whatever, you had inquired about. So keep that in mind too. You might end up on, some lists that you just aren't looking for. But definitely, I feel like those companies can bring a service, and I know a lot of real estate agents that don't actually pay extra to be on some of those sites, but they do feature their listings on there and ask for testimonials and stuff, and they've received business from it, so it can be good for them too. But you have to decide for your business plan and what you're comfortable with as a real estate agent or broker, how deep you want to go into that. Now, if you are having difficulty finding new business, you might sign up for one of those companies and pay anywhere from a few $100s to a couple $1,000s a month in order to be on those sites and get new business. If you have a really great, referral base and network, you might not need to be on those. I know some agents that don't even know they exist. Like, I'm not even kidding you. Like, they've just been doing what they do for 20, 30 years, and it's made no difference to their business at all. It hasn't affected it one iota, because people know that that's their trusted professional. And when they're ready to do something, they're going back to that person because that person's kept in touch with them and has the knowledge and experience that they're looking for. So there are going to be new things, and there's going to be new technologies coming through. I will say that most agents that are going to make it through this next 5-10 years are going to embrace a lot of new technologies that people are looking for. We do video walkthroughs for out-of-town customers. A lot of times I'll meet with a customer on the first time, and we see houses, but maybe not that one that they want, and then they go back up north, and then maybe something else will pop on the market. I'm like, hey, we need to check this out. And for whatever reason, they can't come right back down, but I'm like, I'll go look at it for you. I'll do a video tour. So having that technology that wasn't available 10, 20 years ago really helps. So we're going to have to embrace different technologies. There's some AI stuff out there that's really making a difference. Again, it's how do you feel about it? Do you want to depersonalize and, be able to service more people? Or do you want to more personalize and maybe only be able to serve less people because you're putting more of your own personalization into it? There's no right or wrong. It's what works for you and your customers and how you want your business to grow. So that's kind of the gist of it. I know I rambled a little bit, but I wanted to kind of touch on a few different things. If you have any more specific questions, let me know. If you're a consumer and you're looking for some help on the search, or you're not finding what it is you're looking for, I'm a really good researcher. I say I could have been an investigator. Love to help you through the process, because there are a lot of strange things out there that you might find online that might not make sense and might be erroneous information. It might be good information, but you want to have somebody on your side that can further research it. So that's it. And if I can be of assistance, you can reach us on ycapecoral.com. Again, Susan with Florida Future Realty.